What qualities should you look for when choosing a good Forex broker? Let's talk about that and more right now. Hi Forex traders, Andrew Mitchem here, the Forex Trading Coach. Today is Friday, the 19th of February, and I've had a lot of emails come through this week. People are looking for a broker to use and coming to me saying, hey Andrew, can you make some suggestions of some good, reliable Forex brokers? You know, I keep reading reviews about these brokers. I'm a little bit concerned about where I should put my money. Who do I trust my funds with and my Forex future with in terms of a broker, and who do I choose? How do I choose one? Well, I've just come back a few weeks ago from the IFX Expo in Hong Kong, and at that event there were a lot of brokers, and when you look around at brokers, to be honest, a lot of them offer much the same type of thing in terms of a similar type of platform. Let's call it MT4, MetaTrader 4 platform. They offer, you know, a couple extra little sort of gadgets and little sort of incentives, maybe cash bonuses, whatever it is to try and get you on board. But basically a lot of them from the outside seem very, very similar. So how do you determine who to go for and who to trust your money with? Well, for me personally, I only ever recommend 4 brokers. 3 of them I use personally, and they are AxiTrader, Pepperstone, and Go Markets. And I've had a relationship with all 3 of them for many, many years. I've referred a lot of people to them, and I've get no problems. I mean, the odd time you get one little question here or there, but you know, almost no issues whatsoever. And if there have been issues, they get dealt with real quick. And so I personally have quite substantial funds with all 3 of those brokers, and I have no hesitation in recommending those 3 brokers. The other broker that I also recommend, and this is mostly for my US-based clients, and that's ATC brokers. So all 4 of those brokers, they have very similar things in common. They have good regulations. I have a good rapport with their staff. I found them very useful, very friendly in terms of looking after clients, good to deal with if you ever get an issue. The 3 Australian brokers, they're all ASIC regulated, Australian Securities Investment Commission. Now, if you're in Europe or US, you may think, well, why does an Australian broker really appeal to me? Well, the good thing is with those 3 brokers in particular, that they all have European and UK servers. They have branches over there, offices over there as well. You can have your accounts in Aussie dollars, Kiwi, Canadian, franc, pounds, euros, you know, so multiple currencies that you can trade in. And I believe also ATC brokers have a branch in the UK, I believe. As a broker, you need to make sure that your funds are safe with that broker. And as far as I can tell, all 4 of those are about as good as you can get. The other thing, they also have what I call the correct chart time. So they start the day at 5 p.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. It means that on the daily charts, your day starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 5 p.m. or 4:59. On the daily charts, there are 5 full complete days within 1 week. Really important thing when looking for a broker, also in terms of the actual charting package and when they start. So it's another important thing. Microlots also. You need to have the ability to have very accurate position sizing. And so being able to go down to 0.01 lots and increments of that is also, in my opinion, quite an important aspect for people to be able to have as part of their charting package. And also, of course, tight spreads throughout the entire day. It's all well and good having tight spreads when the market's, you know, sort of quite active, but you want to have tight spreads throughout the entire 24 hours of the market being open. It just helps you regardless of your trading strategy. And so those are some of the things that I'm looking for. In terms of those brokers, I'll put a link to all 4 of those brokers on this post, and you can also find a link to all 4 of those brokers on my website. Go to the products page and then drop down there, you'll see recommended brokers, I think it's good, and you'll see a link to all of those brokers. So those are the important things that I look for with brokers. And as I said, I personally have funds for those. I get inundated from various brokers, you know, daily basis, saying, Andrew, you know, will you promote us? Can you put us on your website? And I'm not interested in any of that. I'm purely making this video to help you if you're looking for a broker that someone's suggesting. You know, there are so many brokers out there. You get some absolute horror stories And so it's really important to try and have a broker that you're comfortable with. Ultimately, it needs to be your decision. Regardless of what I say, I can only recommend what I'm comfortable with my own money. It needs to be your decision, your money. But if you want a suggestion, I would strongly consider, if you want a MetaTrader 4 broker, Pepperstone, AxiTrader, Go Markets, and if you're in the US, ATC brokers. Have a look into those 4 brokers. Use the links that I've got on here, and you'll find that'll go straight through to their page, and you can find out more about those brokers. Any questions about that, come back to me, Andrew at theforextradingcoach.com. If you'd like me to talk about more trading tips and information, I can do that on weekly videos for you. Charts wise this week, just very quickly, the Japanese yen has strengthened quite considerably this week in the end. It had a few days where it's just pulling back and weakening, and now it's back into its strength again. Just got off the phone with a client, and taking some great trades. British pound, Japanese yen is looking very, very bearish. A lot of weakness in the pound all round, a lot of strength in the yen. And you put the two together, pound yen is just selling opportunities time after time. Lastly, I had a webinar with my clients yesterday. Had a fantastic webinar, 2.5 hours it lasted. Took a few trades live, and just some of the results that people are achieving are just outstanding. So really pleased with that. So this is Andrew Mitchem from the Forex Trading Coach. Have a wonderful weekend. Look forward to talking to you this time next week.